Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a company called ShopMissA. It features different beauty brands. Ultimately, I have 13 products here that I paid $13.88 for total. So if you're interested in putting an entire face together for less than $14, every product here was $1 except for the foundation, which was $1.88. So I have found some real hits and a couple okays, no real misses. If you'd like to see this face, stick around. We're gonna get into it right now. We are going to start with the eyes. This is the AOA Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. Sets down, so I don't think we need to add any powder. Next, this is the Amuse All About Eyes 9-color eyeshadow palette. I chose the matte version because I got another one that's full of shimmers. $1 spent on the primer, $1 spent on this eyeshadow palette. Going in with a fluffy brush, we're going to go into this peachy shade right in the center. Take it that same shade and go under the eyes. Going into this darker brown for the outer corner. On that outer corner as well. That same dark brown shade. This is the JK Just Color eyeshadow palette, $1, and it is all shimmers, all shimmer shades. I'm going in with this copper shade and maybe even some of this coral shade as well. Let's take a little bit of that coral shade and go underneath the eye. We are going in with the LA Colors Black Liner. Now you can pick this up from ShopMissA. You can also find this sometimes at the dollar store or at Dollar General, but it's just a screw up black pencil. I'm going to take a little bit more of this black and go into my outer corner. We used the brown before. I'm going to deepen it up with a little bit of the black. Moving on to base, we are going to use some of this AOA Blur-Fection Face Primer. Just focusing this on my pores and my T-zone, just to take advantage of that blurring effect. Let me zoom you back out. That's better. Now, this is the AOA Buildable Satin Foundation. Putting some on my hands, spreading it out. I would call it a medium coverage satin finish, not too matte, not too glowy. This is, by the way, in the shade 303 Buff, if you are similar to my skin tone. Next we have the Princessa 5-in-1 Concealer, Natural Beige. So this went on a little thick. I'm going to spread it out and then I'm going to let it set for a couple of minutes to increase the amount of coverage that we get. Just let it set like that for a moment and then we'll spread it out even more. Next we are going into our bronzer, which, by the way, AOA Studio does have brushes as well. This is one of the face brushes that I'm going to use today for powder. For bronzer, what I got was the 2-in-1 Blush Bronzer. It's got a lovely shade of bronzer and a nice neutral shade of blush. So we're going to go in and apply some of this bronzer. Go in and blend out that concealer now that it's had 30 seconds or so to set. Onto highlight, which I did not pick up a highlight, but I'm going to show you a little trick. This shimmer shadow palette that we got is going with these two. Gives a little highlight to the top of that cheekbone. Next we'll jump into this blush. Next we have the brows, and this is the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil. Brows are finished. Let's jump in with the powder. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder, and we're just going to powder the perimeter of the face to set that foundation where we hadn't already set with the other powders. Next we have some mascara. This is the AOA Fat Lash. mascaras that did not perform as well as this $1 mascara. Next we have lipstick. This is the AOA Wonder Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Vibe. I find that with a good applicator on a liquid lipstick, you don't even need lip liner. So this I have had. This is a favorite of mine. This stays on the lips wonderfully, feels very lightweight, matte, love it. And to finish off the face, I have a, this is the ShE Makeup Clear Defining Brow Mascara. So this is just a setting gel for the brows to keep the brows in place. So thoughts on the products. I have used some of these before. Some of them were first impressions for me today. I will tell you the standout products, because I have worn the foundation for a couple of days. I've used all the products for a couple of days, and the standouts for me are, number one, the foundation. I do think the foundation wears well. I do have an oily T-zone area, so I would say that the primer is a no. If you are a dry skin type, this might work better for you, but for oily skin types, this did not work well for me. I felt like my oils came through fast, but when I used this product with a more mattifying primer, this worked great. I thought that the blush and bronzer were great at the end of the day. That blush and bronzer were still on. You guys know I wear my makeup from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This held up, so that was great. The powder I like, but not under my eyes. So I do like to use it all over the face. I just avoid my under eyes, and sometimes you don't have to set under your under eye. The concealer, I like it for a few hours, but then later on it does seem to fade, but the creasing, the coverage seems great. It's just not as long lasting as I would like it to be, but not bad. The gel, it's not Benefit. It's not the Benefit 24-hour brow gel, but it will get the job done. I do like it. It doesn't leave a white cast. It doesn't leave your brows feeling super crunchy, so it could work. The mascara, total win. Absolutely total win. I don't know if you can see it, but I have length, I have volume. The wand did not hurt me. If you saw in my e.l.f. video, I like the the new e.l.f. mascara, but that wand is a little bit painful. It actually is just a very sort of pokey wand. This was soft and but gave me what I needed, and for $1, yes. The lipstick, yes, absolutely. Love these liquid lipsticks. If you're not a liquid lipstick kind of gal, you might want to go for maybe a gloss to throw on top. I did not get a gloss, but I do have this one, but I would imagine that would make it more comfortable. The shadows, absolutely. I did do, I believe, 2 other looks that I will try to post. I will try to pop in here for you. But if you are a beginner to makeup, you want something simple and easy, I had no problem with these mattes. I had no problem with these shimmers. I think I went over all of the products. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed already, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. Leave a comment below. What product do you like? What full face brands would you like to see? Inexpensive brands, more high-end brands? I'm here for it. I'm here to test things out, and I had a lot of fun playing with you today, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.